when the consumer is looking for a doctor and they see your reviews and they see that you're doing really good for people, but then when they call, if you don't answer that phone, they're going to call someone else probably. They're probably not going to just keep calling the same place. And so WrightChat helps hedge that for us. We don't miss the calls, and because their people schedule that appointment as if they're sitting at our front desk and they're logged into our schedule, that makes it a very seamless experience for the patient. They don't know that WrightChat answered the phone because they answer it for us. The other thing is the training of the agents for WrightChat is very unique in the sense that they are edifying our practice. They're edifying me as the doctor or my other doctor, and that enhances the ability for that person to show up because now they're more excited about coming in. And we've actually taken that training and transferred that to our staff as well, because I want my staff to be trained at the same level the WrightChat agents are trained. And that's easier said than done, but we're really appreciative of how WrightChat accomplishes what they do and the depth of training that they're put through by their leader. So many business owners are trying to find ways to get more new customers, and they'll pay Google a lot of money and they'll pay SEO a lot of money, and they're doing all these things, but they leave out are you answering all those calls? Because every call you don't answer just increased your advertising budget that much more. The contact that a person makes with our practice, the very first contact is with our front desk staff. And if our front desk staff is inundated because they're busy checking people out, they're handling existing phone calls, all the different chaos that happens at the front desk, if they're not able to answer that call, then that connection is not made with that new client, and it's a poor customer experience. So WrightChat is an insurance policy for us to allow that connection to be made at the highest level. And because they're so well trained, as I was saying before, that phone call just goes so well, and I'm so proud to have them answering that phone for me. It literally is the difference probably of hundreds of thousands of dollars a year of revenue because we're capturing, all those opportunities. It's not that the best healthcare provider wins. It's really the best healthcare provider staff that helps the healthcare provider win, because it's the staff interaction that the person is being exposed to first. And if that interaction is poor, they don't ever really get the opportunity to see the healthcare provider, who may be great. So that's a huge problem in healthcare that I think is often overlooked by healthcare providers. That initial contact, that initial impression, we don't have a second chance for a first impression. And, I have the confidence, to some degree, almost more confidence when WrightChat answers the phone than when my own staff answers the phone, that they're going to get that warmth and that edification and, all the psychological components that are necessary to have that person get off the phone and go, wow, I'm glad I called that place. That was pretty cool, because I know I'm going to deliver that when they come and see me, but I need the extension, my staff, and of course partners like WrightChat to do that as well. And I just have utmost confidence that they're going to do that. So what's not often understood that well is the idea that having a backup such as WrightChat allows the patient experience of the patients who are in the office to be better as well, because if we didn't have that backup and that new patient line was ringing, then our staff would have to interrupt the experience of dealing with that patient. Maybe they're checking out, maybe they're checking in, maybe it's a new patient that is trying to get their paperwork and now they've been interrupted with another new patient phone call. The fact that we have WrightChat as a backup frees us up not to have to, take our attention away from the person that's standing in front of us. So it really enhances the experience of the existing patients in the office just by having that backup of WrightChat answering the new patient phone calls. And WrightChat's also been very instrumental in supporting the lifestyle I like to live. I've been a pilot most of my life, and we love to travel. We love to travel spur of the moment, and I need the tools in my hand. These days, technology is so good where I can see the phone calls that have come in. I can listen to those phone calls if I need to. We can use those phone calls for training. WrightChat allows me to travel and allows me to be much more mobile and to still have my finger on the pulse of what's going on at the practice. I would not be able to travel the way that I do and kind of explore the country without that technology and without that partnership. And the last thing that I love about having WrightChat is the fact that when we have employees who are absent for whatever reason, sick, that happens, or if we have turnover at the positions that answer the phone, we have WrightChat as a backup to kind of plug the hole in the boat for a short period of time until we can get another person in there and up to speed. Or certainly if it's just a temporary illness of some sort, then we have that backup of WrightChat. And so I don't have to worry about missing phone calls during the period where we're understaffed. And I think that's a really cool benefit that we've experienced with WrightChat as well.